Hello, world. Welcome back to the DUDEPOOL Gamescast. I'm the host with the most, the Dude 250. You can call me Nicky D. Riding this bitch with Taylor Sager. Aliens exist, my homie.
Hey, guys.
Joining us from the UK is my man Danny Peel, aka Brutal Nature.
Word. Just word.
How are we doing today?
Tremendous.
Tremendous. Ooh, stupendous.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So, our topic for the day is going all the way to the UK, hanging out with Danny Peel. What are we doing?
Okay, well, today's episode ties in a little bit to the last episode where we talked about Firewatch, and my topic is quality versus quantity. Because, I mean, along with Firewatch, where I'd say the common consensus, general consensus seems to be there was a lot of quality, Street Fighter 5 came out recently. And of the three of us, I'm the one who has it so far. I'm sure you guys will get it. You like Street Fighter.
You know I will.
Yep. And a lot has been made about the lack of modes in Street Fighter 5 and modes that you come to expect at this point from a fighting game. Because, I mean, fighting games have always been a little bit limited to me anyway. So you kind of want a lot of these modes. Like, it doesn't have just a typical arcade mode that they've had for over a decade now. There really isn't that.
That's weird.
There's like little tiny story modes where you have like
well
3 or
over
4
a decade.
fights.
I mean, the arcade mode was the original.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, fuck, man. Like 94, 95, right?
Yeah, so a couple of decades.
Street Fighter 2 came out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's out, and there's not a massive amount in it for the single player to get their teeth stuck into. However, it's like an early access kind of thing, so what's in there now is kind of for the competitive player to get a jump start on this game, right? Because they have a lot of big tournaments. It's going to be the big game at EVO and things like that. So these guys have a jump start on it. But I wanted to say, I mean, what is in the game right now, the visuals, the gameplay, the sound actually as well, is really, really good. Like, I think that is Street Fighter on the top of its game from that perspective. Like, it is really on point. And so I'm excited because we are going to get some free stuff coming next month. And
well, see, that kind of bugs me, though, because it's not free. They release an incomplete game.
Well, free updates is what I really mean, but I know
you're
but
right. Like, that shit, you know what I'm saying? That shit that should have been in the original package. They spent so much time ironing out the online, from what it sounds like, because the online's apparently running smooth as butter, which is something Capcom has never been good.
I mean, you say that, but I've only been able to find one game.
That's what I heard online. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I've been able to find one match, and I've tried a few times. I don't have the patience to leave it for long enough. Maybe that's my problem.
Maybe not enough people are playing it.
Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, your point is completely right and completely valid. Is basically the rest of the game is coming, right? That's basically what we're saying here.
To me, it seems like a dirty little trick with it, like they're putting a PR spin, like, oh, you're going to get some free updates, and it's like, I don't know, guys.
But, I mean, at the same time, go ahead, Taylor. What do you think about
it? They want to get the game out, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know what the like schedule is for like Street Fighter tournaments and stuff like that, like yearly tournaments, but I'm sure that there's like a point where they have to get those guys to get their hands on the game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To get the tournament to have.
So do a closed beta, man.
They did.
Right? Like don't release the game.
It's just
they have to, don't they? They have to, really. Yeah.
They got to get the money back.
Not really, man. Like other games get delayed. Why couldn't Street Fighter?
Because that's what I'm saying. They have a whole year of tournaments, right? And there's got to be a point where if it gets delayed too long, then they're gonna miss out on that.
Oh no, they have to play Street Fighter 4 for a couple more tournaments. Why does Capcom like that? I don't know. I don't.
Everyone has that. That's not gonna
make money off of that shit.
Yeah, surely they must do. Otherwise, why would they?
Did you see the ads for Street Fighter 5? It was all based on the tournaments. It was like they were just playing up the whole tournament, like lifestyle, and like all the people who would play it, and like just the energy that is in those like. Those
I don't think a marketing or them making more money is an excuse to release a fucking game. It's without modes that should have been in it.
It's why they release all games.
Yeah,
like, it's why all games get released before they should be released. Is because of
and I don't agree with it. It doesn't help. Like,
so I'm not in these. I'm not
in the side of the multi-billion-dollar company. I'm the side of the broke consumer that has to spend $70 and probably can't find an online game now, and there's no single-player modes. Sweet, right? Why are we fucking defending them?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like to hope that it's not like that for everybody.
Well, I mean, we're not defending them. We're just kind of saying from their perspective why they would do this. It's not right what they've done. Like, no, I don't.
And it's Capcom. They've done a lot of greasy shit.
But having said all this, like the original Street Fighter games, how much content was in them? Like it's on par with them. You had 8 characters in the old days. You had like a couple of modes.
Sure.
There wasn't much. I mean, what's the point of the topic?
Well, I mean, you can't really make the comparison because the actual hardware that those systems were on was very fucking limited.
I know, but people look upon those games
they packed in as much. They packed in as much in those Super Nintendo and PlayStation games as they could. Every iteration had more characters.
They could.
The PS1 versions had twice as many as the Super Nintendo.
But this is the point.
Right? And it had all the modes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you think that they're trying to get more into the game now? Like, I think that they're trying to go back to their roots.
I think Capcom's a struggling company right now, and they need to make a buck.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
But I'm not giving them a fucking pass because they've been making shit games. I'm sorry, your fucking Resident Evil isn't making me money anymore. No, but that doesn't mean.
But that's it. That's exactly the point.
Milk the only profitable franchise they have left, which is Street Fighter.
But that's it, dude. That's the point of the
else
topic.
are you
Quality
gonna do?
versus quantity. Do you want?
I don't give them a pass.
Well, no,
quality versus quantity. Yeah, I mean, I want quality, obviously, but that's why Firewatch is a quality versus quantity to me. But like they also priced that discounted.
That's true.
At a $20 value. Right? So if you're going to charge full price for a game and then kind of go, oh, we're going to give you the modes that are in every other game in this genre later for free, you're just telling me that I'm buying something that's not finished right now.
Yeah.
Period. It's like buying a pair of pants and they're like, we're going to give you the left leg later when it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Taylor's right with the reason. I don't think the reason's very cool.
That's fair.
But I think that is the reason. I think that's why they've done it.
I think that's the reason as well. I just don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's not very pro-consumer.
Like, Danny, would you say that the quality of the game is on par, like worth the amount of money that you spend?
Well, that was the point of it, really, which is what I'm getting at. Is the game itself, like what is there, is fucking amazing. Like that is one of the best fighters I've played. Period.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, like period. One of the best players I played. Period. There is the end.
Sure. Okay. So if they were to say those modes that they're adding cost $5,
but they wouldn't, would they?
Would that? No. Would that piss you off?
Hypothetically. Yeah, that would piss me off.
Because why? Why then? Because those should be packed in from the jump. Otherwise, you would say the game that you have now is worth the $60 you paid, and you would be glad to pay that extra money, $5 for those modes. Yeah. But that's not what you're saying. What you're saying is, I'm going to get it later, so I'm okay with it.
No, because now you're saying now these new maps or whatever, the arcade mode is that worth $5? Because I don't think arcade mode...
Well, this is the quality versus quantity. If the quality is good enough right now, then it's worth it, and you've paid your money, and that's that.
That's what he just said. But later on, do I think that buying the arcade mode, which was in all the other games for $5, is worth it? No, that makes it completely different. Because now you're not buying the arcade mode down the line. You're buying just what it is right now for $69. And
so if they were to say, we're not going to put those modes in, and we're just not going to do it, would you be upset with that?
If I could get online really easy, if I could get online really easy and play it whenever I want, I think that would satisfy me, because I did get under one match and it was fucking flawless. Like there was no lag whatsoever. It was perfect. He might as well have been sat right next to me. It was so good. So if they could just iron that out for me, and I could play that, yeah, man, I think that's all I would really want from it.
That's an if though.
Oh, but they
We're
will.
talking.
They will. Like Street Fighter 4 was fine online. I could find a match on that.
Sure.
So-
What I'm saying is is the package right now complete? And if they didn't add those modes, would you still be content?
No.
There you go. Enough said.
No. It's not enough. It's not enough for a full
There
price.
it is. I nailed it. I'm telling you.
Wow.
On point today.
Damn.
No, but I mean, I freely
That's
admit
what I'm
that.
saying. Yeah, and Capcom knows that. Otherwise, they would fucking be charging for those modes.
Yeah.
Period. They released an incomplete game. I get that they were on a time crunch and they had to do it, and it is what it is. I don't fault them for it, and I'm not coming down on the game for it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play the shit out of it. But don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Well, they've
They
been
put a
pretty
nice
open about
PR
it.
spin on that one.
They did, but you have to,
they've
right?
been-
You have to do that as a business.
Yeah, you do have to. Yeah. I guess I'm a very big realist, so I think it would be very refreshing for them to actually be humble about it and be
Yeah.
like, look, we tried. I'm sorry. Those modes are coming. Don't fucking sit there and act like you're doing me a favor.
Yeah. Don't act like
That's
it was
all
a
I'm
big,
saying.
kind of. Oh yeah.
Be humble about it and apologize and say we tried. We're sorry. Those modes are coming. Please invest your money now, and we will give it back to you. That is a very humble, tactful way.
That's an
to do it,
idealist
in
more
my
than a
opinion.
realist, almost.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
Would you say?
Otherwise, it's just another company trying to shove their dick in my mouth, and I'm not taking it.
Would you say that the way that Hitman's doing their new game is worse or better than the way that Street Fighter's doing
That's
it?
a good
Depends on the content that they're putting out and how and what the barrier to entry is.
Have you watched
How
any of
much.
that stuff yet? By the way, you guys.
I've
It's looking pretty cool.
seen it is looking pretty cool.
It's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it looks like a pretty cool model that I could get behind.
Mm-hmm.
If they give me, I think you just have to buy you buy the base game and then you'll get all of those missions for free.
Yep.
Right.
And I'm okay with that because the last couple Hitman games really didn't satisfy me at all because they didn't do what Hitman should do. Hitman, you should do one scenario, but like 17 different times, and every time is a different way to do it
Sure.
in that one map, right?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
what Hitman is about. Getting put into this tiny little vertical
Right.
slice of an open world,
Yeah.
and then having a wealth of options,
Yeah, like
which is what this looks like. It looks like they're going to give you, all right, this is this map for this month or whatever. Play it to your heart's content.
Sure.
And there's 100 different ways to kill your target.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
It
whatever,
seems like
right?
there's quite a few targets because you get a whole city by the sounds of it, or their
yeah.
version of the whole city, and then you get another whole city with X amount of targets and X amount of side missions.
It's got some good buzz about
Oh,
it.
that's cool.
Down the road.
I think it's looking cool, and I think it's a neat idea and a neat delivery method for how they get the content
Sure.
to the consumers.
But what do you think is different about that and the way that Street Fighter is doing it?
It's kind of
They're
more
honest about
transparent. Yeah.
No, they said
they're-
said the same thing, that it's like, oh, you get this whole base game and then we give you these things for free. It's like
It's
the
just a
same,
transparency.
No,
marketing.
it's not really for. They're not saying that there's no. It's not for free. You're getting the maps as they come out.
Street Fighter
every
is
month.
like
it's just
you're
a
paying
different
the full
delivery
price
method.
Yeah.
for a
So you're
promise of
paying the
what's to
full
come.
base price and you're getting a promise of what's to come. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly the same as what Street Fighter's doing with these other arcade modes or whatever.
It's
Like
not
you get-
exactly the same.
Well,
It's not.
It's the same where you pay the base price, you get this game, and then they release.
It is the
updates
same
to the
thing,
game
but
with
it's the
game mode.
transparency of what they've said they're
Yeah.
going to do, which is what makes it a little
Sure.
bit easier to stomach, I guess.
But that's
But did
also
they
the
say that it
model.
was-
That's the Hitman model that they've said from the jump.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not
the
expected out of a
transparency.
Street Fighter game at all.
Sure.
It's not. You're supposed to buy the game and you get the
Yeah.
game and that's everything.
Yeah, I think
in
the problem
game.
with the
Right.
Street
That's,
Fighter
that's
situation-
different. This is
Yeah,
an
good call,
online
yeah.
only game. I don't
I guess
think
it's a
I don't even think you
conscious
could buy a
decision.
physical disc for Hitman. I'm not sure. I think it's
Probably.
they're
Probably not.
looking at the online market, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
It's
because
just
it
different.
seems like more of a conscious decision on Hitman's part is the difference. I
It's
guess.
built directly into the business model, like it just
Yeah.
is, and they're telling you right
Yeah.
from the jump, this is how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Period. Right?
But did Street
And-
Fighter ever say that they were going to have arcade
the
mode and
difference
stuff
is
when
you
they
don't
released
have to buy the base game for Hitman. You can buy situations.
Oh,
you can buy
really?
missions,
Really?
individual stuff.
You don't have to have the base game at all.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's if you can buy it or you can buy the individual things. Like they're gonna have, it's a totally different
it's more
business model.
It's more like a Telltale model.
It seems like they're taking Telltale's business model and just doing
cool.
like episodes.
Yeah,
It's exactly what they're
pick and
doing.
choose
yeah.
what you
so
want,
it's
right?
totally different.
That's cool.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
either
if you can
buy
buy
the
it
base
separately,
game
then
and you
that's
get them
way
all, or
different,
you can
yeah.
buy them individually.
Yeah, that's way different.
I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of
that's
games could
exactly
do that,
what it's
couldn't
like.
they? Like, do you want to just buy the single player? Do you want to just buy the online multiplayer? A lot of games could kind of do that from this point on, really.
They sure could.
I think Call of Duty's actually starting to sell.
I've actually read articles where they definitely were like, Hitman is taking Telltale's business model,
Right.
and they're, and I think that is genius.
Yeah, I've heard people like who are on the side of where they're mad that this is going on.
Really?
But I'm totally with you. Where I think they're just smart. Like
I think they're smart.
They saw that there's an easier way for them essentially to release content, or an easier way for them to get their content to us over a longer period of time.
Yep.
And then they can have more time to put more time into these like separate cities.
Yeah, and if you if you do one city or like one situation a month, as long as it's quality, we're right back at the quality versus quantity.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, as long as I can play that over and over
If
and
I
over
can
again.
play that
but if there's one situation and 2 ways to kill the dude, that's fucking weak, right?
Yeah.
So quality versus quantity. I'm saying quality every time.
100%.
But you were just saying that you want more ways. You want the quantity. You want
Well, that
more
the
to do.
I guess the quantity for Hitman equates to quality.
Yeah, I guess that's a good. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
I mean, I suppose the best way to say it is you want
in Hitman is
you want quality, but you want
of
enough
Hitman.
quantity to make the quality satisfying enough. Like,
Sure.
You want to, you want to have enough
You want
to
a
be
bit
able
of
to
both.
use the quality parts
Yeah.
of the game. So like
Yeah.
Street Fighter is really a quality game, but there's not enough like modes or things for you to do using that quality. Is kind of
Right.
I guess what we're getting at here.
Sure. Well, like whereas Firewatch is a 3-hour experience, but it's built from the ground up as a 3-hour experience, so the quality is there.
and the price
Yeah,
reflects
just-
that,
And the price
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
reflects
yeah,
that.
which ties
yeah.
into the topic basically. Like, are you getting the
Yeah.
quality for the money? Are you getting the quantity?
Absolutely. I mean, it is all kind of circumstantial, right? Like,
Sure.
how much does a person get out of a game? Like, maybe a person fired up Firewatch and was like, this is fucking boring as shit, and they didn't give a flying fuck about it. And so at that point, yeah, it's not worth $20, and if you hated it,
No.
right?
Right.
I feel sorry for you, and I guess at that point you
I feel sorry
maybe
for them
should.
too.
I guess
It can't be
get
easy
the,
going through life as a retard.
If you
know?
didn't like it, I guess you should be okay getting the Steam refund. I suppose.
No,
But
I still don't agree with that.
I still think it's kind of stupid. I've never refunded a Steam game because I didn't like it.
I mean that's refund Batman on PC if it's not working or whatever.
Yeah,
but
Sure, if it's not working.
that's different. That's different, right?
I did that with
if you
Evolve.
played it and you're like, I didn't like it.
Yeah, give me my money back.
Yeah, I don't think you deserve
I
to
thought I
have your
would like
money
it,
back.
and I
think
didn't.
you're a self-entitled little twat.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
Always to the point, Nikolai.
mind-boggling.
Right? Yeah, dude. I wouldn't buy Rainbow Six, get a little bit of lag, and go back to EB like, give me my money,
Yeah,
prick.
it's true.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I'd just go in there and call him a prick.
Why didn't you tell me this game sucked before I bought it?
Even though I love Rainbow Six. That's...
No, yeah, Rainbow Six is amazing.
Yeah, well, that was a good topic.
Yeah.
I liked that one. As always, if you liked the topic, make sure to hit that like button at the bottom there.
There's a
And
button.
if you want to see us every week, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check us out at Twitter, at DUDEPOOL Gaming. And on Facebook, we are at facebook.com/official DUDEPOOL Gaming.
Nailed it.
That's it. Nailed it. I'm the dude. That's Aliens Exist. On the other end of the mic from across the world, that's Brutal Nature. And we'll catch you next time on the DUDEPOOL Gamescast, ladies and gents.
See you guys.